Wait, what? Calebhart banned from SRC and leaderboards? What? Banned from leaderboards, as in his times are just gonna completely disappear? As in his times have effectively been wiped from the leaderboards, I assume, right? So I probably wasn't gonna stay live for much longer because I've been live for 90 minutes and I already have another personal best, so I'm definitely satisfied with that. I'm definitely gonna take the 1346 for now. I'm gonna walk with the 1346 for the time being. Like, this girl he was with wanted to have a kid, but Kayla didn't want to have a kid, so just tried to pressure her, like, sort of coerce her into not having a kid. And then there was also, like, her getting sued by Caleb's family. I'm just gonna say some of the story, some of Barbie's story is true and some of it's probably false, but what parts of it are true, what parts of it are false, I don't know for certain. Yeah, I still never really managed to make up my mind on the whole Caleb and Barbie drama. But yeah, if the suing part is true, maybe I feel like that does go a bit far. I mean, it's hard to say, really. I mean, unless you know these people, like personally know these people, how do you know for certain, like, which parts of their allegations or stories are true or false? So yeah, Mega Man X, if you go look at the SRC page for that right now, it's gonna say, like, what, anonymous runner? It's gonna say anonymous runner instead of Calebhart. Or Iceless if you use that name. Oh, it's just gonna say world record. Thought I was gonna say anonymous runner. World record but no video. So just the time that that person achieved and nothing else. All that's left is the time. Like, I heard in some cases they just, like, remove, like, the commentary from the video. Sometimes maybe they just mute it or replace the audio with that from the game, I don't know. I heard in some cases when they anonymize runners who are guilty of sexual assault and whatnot, sometimes they just, like, remove, like, the audio and just, like, leave only, like, the game on screen. So at least the run can be seen in some capacity. Well, no matter what, they remove any, like, trace that the runner ever played that game. And I'm still not 100% in agreement with that. In fact, I made, like, a lengthy twit longer on Twitter, like, about 2 months ago, on my thoughts about people anonymizing world record runs or just high-profile runs if the times were just done by sexual abusers. Or people have done something shitty in the past at the very least. Yeah, I think in one case, for one person who was on that sexual allegations list, the guy was literally catfished by a girl who said she was 22, turns out she was actually 14. Of course, as soon as he found out that this was the case, he just fucking bailed. Yet, this guy's on the same sexual allegations list as someone who was literally found to have child pornography on their computers. Yeah, I wrote in my twit longer on one of my tweets on Twitter. Speedrun.com shouldn't delete legitimate runs even if they're from sexual abusers. Doing so would remove resources that future speedrunners could otherwise use. But in, like, one of the examples I mentioned where they just left the run but removed any and all mentions of said person from the run, there's still technically, in some case, there's still, like, some of the resource left. So let's just say, like, I was the world record holder in Ninja Gaiden. If I was the world record holder in Ninja Gaiden, if I had a cowboy hat and grew a mustache and whatnot, and started saying Swag Star. Let's just say I did that, and then I was found, like, guilty of, I don't know, seducing someone who was, like, 16 years old, say, despite the fact I'm 25. Like, for example, you could just crop my world record run, if I had one, to show only, like, the game screen, and you could mute the audio, and there would still be a video showing off my run. There would be no explanation as to what's actually being done on screen. Like, that would be probably most likely completely gone from the video, but there would still be my run on the leaderboard. People could see that, they could learn from it, see what I do, how I do it, minus my commentary explaining things maybe, but they could see it. So yeah, in that case, it wouldn't necessarily completely remove a resource for future speedrunners to learn off of. But I also mentioned that such an act, just removing runs that people don't agree with the person who ran the game, that doesn't care about upholding an accurate and reliable portrayal of speedrunning history. In short, removing these kinds of runs are in a way attempting to claim they never even happened at all, and further enforcing the behavior of shutting down anything and everything simply due to disagreement, and trying to just essentially whitewash and edit history, which I am not okay with. Yeah, GDQ has already gone so far down this avenue with the whole Luzbelheim ban. He never broke any rules at the event, but a hate mob just got him banned all the same, because of his support of the economic policy of Vox, a right-wing to far-right political party in Spain. Yeah, just seeing like an outraged mob dictating who can and can't be successful would surely kill speedrunning, if you ask me. I had more to write down regarding my thoughts on all these allegations in the speedrunning community, and I never even finished. I was gonna make like a part 4. I made my part 3 a month ago, and I still haven't finished making this yet. Talking about runs that are being removed from leaderboards because of the people who actually did the runs having been outed for sexual assault or other similar claims. Yeah, any mention of Calebhart's now been scrubbed from the Mega Man X leaderboards. Like, his time is still there, but any mention of his name, any likeness with him, just completely removed. As in, like, he never existed. Yeah, trying to claim someone never existed or just make it seem like they never existed definitely just rubbed me the wrong way. Granted, we're talking about some terrible things that some of these people have done. Like, one of the worst things I've seen from someone on a sexual allegations list that was being worked on by Really Tall. The guy had child pornography on his computer. I think that was, like, the worst thing that someone did on that list. And then there was, like, Sivity Bobo and Giant Waffle getting Deb drunk and then raping her at SGDQ, like, 2014, I think it was. Yeah, then there was all that. Him raping a girl that he knew was already married. I think it was like Riku Player or something. Then there was the Sarium allegation that was pretty fucking stupid. As in, other words, nowhere near on the scale of stuff that would actually warrant being placed on such a list. Yeah, because I can only imagine simply being on this list would probably completely and utterly kill your reputation. Yeah, Riku Player. Lethbridge's Darcy Heitman charged with child luring and having child pornography on his computer. Alleges that Heitman engaged in sexually explicit conversations with children, who he then coerced into sending him nude photographs. And you mean to tell me this is on the same level as a guy who was tricked into dating a 14-year-old who was just going around saying she was 22. And as soon as the guy found out that she was 14, he just got right out of there and stopped messaging her immediately. Just blocked her. Probably did block her. And then there's a whole Sarium allegation. This one's pretty fucking stupid. It's just one screenshot that reads as follows. At GDQ when I was 17 years old, I was in the lobby with a bunch of friends and Sarium comes in drunk. It starts out fine, but he starts making sexual comments towards me regarding my age and fucking me. He was in his late 20s, I think. I mean, that's still pretty creepy. Definitely not on the same level as Riku Player, that's for damn sure. This went on for a bit before the others told him to knock it off and we left. I thought nothing of it at the time, but it was really weird in hindsight. Yeah, that's it. Making sexual comments. You get put on the same list as someone who literally just lured and coerced children into sending them nude photographs, and you're on the same list as that kind of person. Oh yeah, Smash community also had all these allegations. Like, I think there was one guy in his early 30s. I think he was trying to hit on someone who was 16. It's pretty messed up if you ask me. I think, like, the guy was 30 and the girl was 16. And I think he tried to get her drunk and just hit on her. Yeah, not to say any of this is okay, it's not. Like, if the girl says no, that means no. And if the girl says yes, then it has to be, like, an enthusiastic, informed, like, non-coerced yes. Otherwise, it's no. Might as well make that clear. But I still can't really get behind removing any and all traces of a person's existence on the leaderboards for SRC either. Alright, so thanks for dropping by the stream. Gonna end it here. I got my personal best. I am walking with that. I am most certainly going to walk with a 1346.